Welcome back to the BTB Show, everyone. Today, it is myself, Max. I'm with Jay and Earl. We're in the studio. Omar's at work, unfortunately, so he will not be joining us for what will be a bit of a longer episode of the BTB Show today. Instead of doing, I know last time we did all NBA teams, we broke that down to 3 videos. Today, we're going to be doing our votes for the NBA all defensive teams first and second. We're just going to keep it all in one long video, so get some popcorn, sit back, enjoy the ride. Jay and Earl, how y'all doing? Y'all ready to get these defensive teams ranked up?
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. Let's get it. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Okay, so first guy on there, Nikola Jokic, right? For sure. All NBA first team.
So, all right. So we were just talking about this before the pod. Let me vent real quick. So I'm listening to Zach Lowe's show yesterday. Shout out to Zach Lowe, one of my favorite NBA analysts, NBA guys out there in the sports world. He had Stan Van Gundy on the pod, and this was Stan Van Gundy's take. He said that Jokic and SGA are the same level of defender, and I heard his point out, and I kind of agree.
It's true.
So SGA is not this lockdown. Like SGA,
I
like
agree
Earl was
with
saying,
that.
he's the most hunted on the Thunder. But SGA's defense is still amazing. He's one of the best paint protecting guards in the league. He actually gets blocks in crucial games, plays defense, gets steals. That one interception steal that he made in that one Nuggets game. Or was that the Nuggets game where he had to step back?
Yeah, I think it was the Nuggets game. Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. Like he is an unbelievable basketball player, unbelievable defender at times. All the time, he does not have it on defense, though, because he exerts a lot of energy on offense. Nikola Jokic, on the other hand, the reason that I say they're on the same level, the reason that I agree with Stan Van Gundy, is because Jokic IQ makes him a solid defender. If you put Jokic on the perimeter, he's barbecue chicken, fried chicken, any kind of chicken. That's Nikola Jokic. He can't guard anybody on the perimeter. He has Ole defense. No, I saw Jokic last week. That Saturday game versus Spurs, he had 3 blocks, 2 steals. He's not a cone when he wants to try and when he wants to use his brain, just like Luka Doncic. It's not a cone like everybody says he is.
Thank you.
When Luka tries, Luka is solid on defense. Luka's IQ, he's top 5 in steals because he just knows where to be at. He has instincts. Nikola has the best instincts in the league. LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, SGA, these guys with great IQ, great instincts, they just can't be bad defenders. Even if athletically they're not moving, they still have the instincts to be a defender.
Yes, he gets like 1, 2, 3 blocks a game, and like so. Those are the only possessions of the entire game where he actually tries on defense. If you watch him on a possession basis, I'm not even talking about his perimeter defense. Anytime anyone comes in the paint, he just stands there. He does not defend the rim. Like once in a while, he will get a block, yes, but 9 possessions out of 10. Someone drives the lane, he just stands there and watches them. He's like you and me. He just watches them go in, they dunk, they do a layup. I've seen so many teams, they just pass the ball around the paint.
He kind of does the same thing,
man. If they miss it, he gets the rebounds. Part of the reason why he gets 20 rebounds a game, but he does not actually protect the rim on a play-to-play basis.
I'll counter you, bro. I can say the same thing about SGA. He doesn't have to play physical defense. You know why? Because the whole team, the whole team is defensive monsters. All he has to do is guess the lane. He gets the benefit of playing with all defensive team. You got Jay Will. You got Chet Holmgren, who's probably going to be on first team, which we'll talk about as well in a minute. You got all these guys surrounding him in this big bubble. Of course, it's easy to play defense. Jokic, he's playing offense. He's getting the rebounds. He's scoring everything.
I agree,
there's no besides Peyton Watson, obviously. But there's no aggressive defenders on the Denver Nuggets, where he has help on the defensive end. So it's definitely kind of measured differently. I'm not out here saying that Jokic is the elite defender. I'm not saying all that. But I'm also in the same breath saying SGA is not an elite defender either.
I would say SGA is a good defender. He's an above average defender. I would agree he's not elite. But to even put him in the same breath as Jokic, who is the only center that's on bad teams in the league. Nick Claxton doesn't have good defenders on the Brooklyn Nets. But if someone comes in the paint, he's going to contest the shot. Nikola Jokic does not contest anything.
Claxton's overrated.
What does Claxton do on offense?
We're not talking about offense.
Is it
Nikola
offensive?
Jokic is the best offensive player in basketball.
No, my point is...
Well, then we throw around this
Jokic
word
is
two-way
not gonna,
player, right?
But Jokic is not going to try on every possession when he's exerting so much energy on one side of the court. Okay. Claxton, your ass better jump for that block. You didn't do nothing on the other end.
Listen, I'm not trying to say I understand the logic behind it. I'm just purely saying for whatever yes, he is the best offensive player in the league. He is also the worst defensive center in the league. At the very least, the worst defensive center.
Let's just be real.
Sabonis is the worst
for a second, though?
Sabonis don't do nothing.
Point, can we be real for a second? Like, does anybody even have SGA being all defensive team?
No.
So, okay, then I'll ask you this question. I know we're talking about all defensive teams, but for a dude who is dubbed as the best two-way player in the league, don't you kind of have to be on like a first or second all defensive team to kind of have that title and have that reign of this guy plays on both ends? I think SGA is
close enough.
That is why I never understood the Jaylen Brown conversation. Jaylen Brown is never all defensive vibe. He does have games where he plays up to his level or to the other guy's level, and he's guarding the best player, and then he's doing his thing on offense. He's probably not even a top 3 2 in the league. It's Wemby, Kawhi Leonard still at this time, and I don't even know who's third. It's not Jaylen
I mean,
Brown.
Giannis is healthy.
Giannis.
Well, I would put SGA in that top 5 as well, because I think he is a top 5 offensive player, and I'd say he's probably a top 25 to 30.
Oh, we're talking about two-way players. My bad.
Yeah, Shay's he has to be a top 5 2-way. Absolutely.
I think
but like, he really be top 5 if you're not making an all-defensive team, though?
No.
I mean,
I don't think he will make.
We'll see what happens when this come out. I'm just spreading a narrative. I know the OKC fans are gonna get on me in the comment section, whatever. I live for it, bro. But I'll just say, like, to get back to our point of all defensive teams, I guess since we're talking about the Thunder, I'll throw a name in the hat. Chet Holmgren. He's a defensive monster. I remember Omar. Shout out to Omar. I'm sorry you're not here, but I gotta. He told me Chet wasn't a defensive center. I'm sorry.
Did he say that the same breath that Jokic is a defensive center? Didn't he say that?
Yes. And I'm pretty sure in the same breath you said something about Alfred Şengün being top. I don't know. It was a crazy day. It was a crazy day. I told him, bro, Chet Holmgren is literally known for defense. He's been playing defense since he was in high school. He's been playing defense since he was locking up Wemby when they were playing those international FIBA games. He's been doing this. And I see this crazy stat that apparently Chet Holmgren has literally only really been around like the first seed in everything he's played is kind of insane.
It's like middle school.
Since middle school, he's been the first seed in every I guess competitive season he's played in, which is absolutely crazy.
All right, so we're all unanimous. Chet first team, right? Like that's. Oh, we
for sure.
And then also unanimous Wemby. Should we just assume Wemby plays a game and like?
Yeah, he's gonna play at least 20 minutes. We
just got the alert. He's practicing today, so he's probably
like even if he ends up with 64, this is the BTB show. We make our own rules. We're putting Wemby out.
No, he's in there for me mentally.
All right, so I'll go my first team. We can debate about it, and then I want to hear you guys' first team.
Okay.
All right, so my first team, I went Wemby, Chet, unanimous. I just made a move. I made my list 2 weeks ago, guys. So I just made some revisions. So I got Wemby, Chet, Asar Thompson. Last 2 weeks, Asar Thompson rose up. Like the Pistons defense is arguably as good as OKC's defense. I think the Pistons defense is unbelievable. They hold teams under 100 points consistently. We saw that game versus OKC last week, where in overtime OKC only scored 114 points. Like they're with no Cade Cunningham. Like they are elite defensively. He's the best defensive player. I got to put him on my first team. So I got Asar Thompson, Wemby, Chet. I put Derek White on my first team. He's the best guard shot blocker that I've ever seen. With I'm not even better than
ever.
Anyone. He's the best guard shot blocker that I've ever seen.
I don't know about first team, but
and his perimeter defense is great.
Ever?
Guard. What guard is a better shot blocker than Derek White? Dwayne Wade was a good shot blocker.
I think the only answer other than Derek White is Dwayne Wade. Unless we're going back.
Dwayne Wade?
I mean, do we count Ben Simmons? Like, I don't know.
Whoa.
Sorry. No, Ben was a 3. He was a 3 playing the 2. He's not, I can't say he's a guard. Never.
I forget how many blocks Penny Hardaway was averaging, but like.
I gotta go Derek White, bro. He's on my first team. And then my last spot, Scotty Barnes, man.
No,
Scotty Barnes.
You're killing me.
Nobody wants to see Scotty Barnes on the perimeter. Nobody wants to see him on the perimeter this season. Scotty Barnes.
Did you watch the Raptors game this year?
He's a terror on the perimeter.
Did I say I disagree? I didn't say I disagree. I said you're killing me.
So just to reiterate, first team: Wemby, Chet, Scotty, Derek White, Asar Thompson.
So you are putting Asar over Amen on first team.
Oh yeah, this year it's Asar. Yeah,
easily.
This year is Asar.
I'm kind of a top.
I feel like
I'm not putting Derek White.
I like your
list
a lot.
I think Barnes on my first.
I think for me, all right, okay. Then who would you
All right, so
replace
what's
those guys with?
your team, Max? Talk to us.
I would probably like Wemby Chet, yes. I would probably go Rudy Gobert as well. I think he is deserving. I mean, I know it's not the fun pick, it's the boring pick, but like he is still that guy. He's not in the Wemby Chet level, but he's a step below.
Can I argue that real quick, Max? Rudy Gobert had a play the other day where he just let somebody make a layup. And the Wolves bench was just like, Rudy, block that. Rudy, jump.
One play.
His effort this year, no. The last couple of weeks, or I'll say the last month, the Timberwolves defense has been pretty free. They've been giving up some huge
Where are they in
games this
defense?
Last month.
Let me look up. Where are they in defense?
At the time I made this list, the Wolves were ninth in defense. I wonder where they are now. I have the parentheses where they ranked in defense. They were ninth at the time. This was 2 weeks ago I made this list. That's why I put him in my second team. He was my first team over Scotty Barnes, and I switched him.
For me, I
Rudy
think
Gobert,
Barnes,
he's night to night.
I'm sorry, you go.
No, I'm just saying Rudy Gobert, he's too streaky night to night defensively, man. I don't know.
I would go Scotty Barnes and Derek White on my second team. I agree they are worthy candidates.
Wait, who's your last replacement?
So I would go those two, Gobert. I think one of, if not both, the Thompson twins. Yes, Asar is like one of the best defensive in the league, number 1 seed, absolutely the best defender. He is clamps. Like, it almost feels wrong to me to put one of them ahead of the other. Like, they're both so good. Like, I know the Rockets defense as a whole isn't as good as the Pistons, but Amen Thompson is a demon. He does everything. But they both do, so that's why I hate to put one above the other, is my thing. So, like, I don't know. I could go Asar, I could go Amen. That's kind of a toss-up. And maybe I'm Nick's bias, but OG Anunoby has to be at least in the conversation for first. If we end up with second for him, I'm okay with it.
So OG's your last pick? OG was definitely in my first team conversation. He's the only reason that the Knicks are good on defense. I'm not gonna lie. Mikal Bridges he's gone.
No,
I don't know who that guy is anymore.
We're not talking about him in all defense for a while, I feel like.
So here's the defensive rankings in the NBA. Thunder
Are you
1,
leaning the glass
Pistons
or just
2,
like NBA.com or?
No, this is on NBA.com.
Okay.
So Thunder 1, Pistons 2, Spurs 3rd, Celtics 4th, Rockets 5th, Timberwolves 6th, Raptors 7th, Knicks 8th. So yeah, you got them being 8th alone is literally because of OG. Because who else is playing defense on that team?
Let's see. Points per defense. Effective. Okay, so this year the Timberwolves, they're 5th in points per possession on defense, 5th in effective field goal percentage, 12th in turnover percentage, 16th on offensive rebounds, and 22nd in free throws given up. So they're top 5 in effective field goal percentage and points per possession defensively.
They also have Jay McDaniels.
True, but
that guy's a great defender. One of the top 5 perimeter defenders in the NBA.
Well,
only reason that he's not on this list because he don't got the games.
But they're lower in turnover percentage,
Very
which
true.
is more so Jaden McDaniel's job than Rudy Gobert's.
My point why Rudy's not on my first team.
But it's not Rudy's job to get turnovers. His job is to force fewer points and lower percentage. And they're top 5 in both of those.
Rudy McDaniels does that too, though.
He does.
I might just be a Rudy hater. I'm not even.
It's not even that. Rudy's just not funny. It's not the flashy pick. Like, I know we're all. It's like Rudy Gobert. Okay.
All right. So say your first team again, Max. Say your first team again.
Like, I'm kind of fluid. Like, I don't feel super strongly about any of these guys other than Wemby and Chet. But like Gobert, Anunoby, and then one of the Thompsons. I could also put Dyson Daniels on my first team.
I didn't even think about that.
I think he has to be on one of them. I feel like most of my guys are like, they have to be on one of the two. Like, OG has to be on one.
You're gonna hear my second team. You're gonna hear my second team and be like, yeah.
Okay, Earl, what do you think? Are you bringing in any new names?
All right, so my first team is Victor Wembanyama, Asar Thompson,
Chet
Holmgren. Sorry. The other two, this is where we start getting into the toss-up.
So you guys are both.
I heard both of you guys
arguing Asar over Amen. Like, yes.
This season only. On defense.
Asar Thompson. I seen a game where he had like 7 steals. Like, he was doing some crazy astronomical stuff. And I know Dyson Daniels done it in the past, but this season like Jay said, the number one seed. Even when K went out, his defense skyrocketed as well. Like, he's been consistent since the start of the season. I think the only thing really for him is his confidence on the offensive end. Once he gets that, like a Min, like how a Min's getting it now. But obviously, I will say, like, shout out to Kevin Durant. I think you can attribute a lot of those guys being aggressive because of Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I think he has to have that guy in the Pistons locker room telling him, like, hey, you got to find your shot. Hey, you got to get to your mid-range. Hey, you got to get back to being athletic and being a good slasher. Because if he can get to that point where he's averaging, like, 15-plus points per game, which I think he can, and being a guy who's a defensive monster as well, being a threat, I think he's going to be one of the best two-way players in the league. Like, I think that's fair. I think both of the brothers have that potential, in my opinion. Give it a couple years. But, yeah, I think this year he's been a different league, man. So that's my pick. And then my last one, I got to go Scotty Barnes, bro. Like, I literally watched Scotty Barnes some plays. He'll pick you up from half court and he'll put you in jail. He'll put you in jail from the start to an end of possession. If you get the paper, you see Scotty Barnes is guarding me today, then you're probably going to be out of stamina by the first quarter.
But is he?
I'm being real, bro. Like, Scotty Barnes is an aggressive defender.
He's very aggressive. And
you have one more. You have one more, Earl.
I have one more.
Defender.
You said Wemby, Chet, Scotty, Asar. Yeah, you got one more.
Wemby, Chet, Scotty, Asar. Oh, I do have one more. My bad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's like one of the Thompsons, that's like Amen, Anunoby, Derek White, Dyson Daniels category, I think. Unless you want to throw like Lou Dort in there.
No. I'm a Dort hater, sorry. Lou Dort, all aggressive defensive hurting player? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll put him on that list. How many tackles can he get in a game? Sure, for sure.
I hear you on Scotty. Is Scotty Barnes really on the same level of defender as Asar Thompson and Victor Wembanyama?
Yes.
Max.
But it's not even about being on the same level, Max. It's about being on the first level. Obviously, I think Wemby is the ceiling of that level because he's Wemby. I mean, he's 7'6". It's hard to compare what he does compared to like a small forward or a guard on these lists. That's why it's so hard for guards to make this list nowadays.
Asar and Wemby are like they're both disruptive defensively, like elite disruptors. Like they're on. Obviously, if I'm giving you the title for one, it's Wemby, but like Asar is not far off for what he does.
So is Scotty Barnes. He's a disruptor on defense. He's an underrated playmaker as well, and he can score. He's really one of the most underrated players in the NBA, by the way, value-wise.
Scotty Barnes'
just
defense...
saying. Like, he literally can do everything. Everything you ask him to do, he can do it.
Is he?
Literally.
Is he?
Nobody brings the ball up against Scotty. They just pass it up.
Yes.
Like, they don't want to dribble
So
against
y'all
him.
are really gonna...
Like you said about Rudy Gobert, it's not the flashy, but like literally he's doing this every night.
I would take Gobert personally, but listen,
All right.
like I'm not disagreeing. I'm fine with Scotty Barnes on second team. In my mind, he's
Earl,
not
you got
first
last.
team yet, but I'm clearly the minority.
I'm kind of stuck on my last one. I guess my choices are between Rudy Gobert, Derek White.
OG,
who else was it?
And Dyson
Amen, OG.
I don't like this guy, bro. But like, I really don't like him at all. I think I gotta probably maybe go Rudy Gobert.
I'm not mad at it.
I don't like him, but like,
I'm not mad at it.
Let me stop saying I don't like people. I don't like that he gets praised a lot for like the Defensive Player of the Year awards when it's like, oh, because they have the best team defense. Like, I feel like it should be individual. Like, thank God for Wemby now because he's never touched that again, by the way. But yeah, I'll go Rudy Gobert, man. He's been consistent, like Max said, from the beginning of the year. His defense hasn't really completely fallen off. I have seen him be like literally lost on defense, but when he actually tries and he's locked in, he's one of the best rim protectors in the league. So I'll give him that.
All right, so say your first team one more time.
First team: Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Rudy Gobert, Asar Thompson, and Scotty Barnes.
All right, so we're ready for second team?
Well, okay, but just so for first team, we're putting Scotty on there. We're putting Rudy on there because he got 2 votes, and then Asar.
Asar's a lot.
Yeah, those are the 3 locks.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. So our first team is, I guess it's kind of positionless. It doesn't really matter. But like Asar, Scotty Barnes, Wemby, Chet, Rudy Gobert.
No, I'm not locking. No, I'm doing my own second team. I'm not doing this team. I'm
Who
not
don't
doing
you
this
want
again.
on there?
No. No.
Who don't you want?
All right, let's go to second team then.
You don't want Rudy?
No, man. I'm not going to
giving
Rudy
you
on my first
Scotty.
team.
I'm giving you Scotty on the first team.
He's a first team player. Scotty Barnes, bro, Max, he was sleeping.
Hey, we got to compromise. Hey, Jay, we'll lock in the second round.
So,
we'll lock
all
in
right,
the second team.
So my second team, Amen, easy lock.
Yes.
Easy lock, Amen Thompson. I want Stephon Castle. OG Anunoby.
Okay.
Bam Adebayo. Rudy Gobert.
Okay, so that's yours second.
I got to throw in there for myself. My second team,
Bam
I'm going to Amen Thompson. Cason Wallace.
Ooh, okay. So you're going
Derek White, because I didn't have him on my first team. Derek White. Bam Adebayo. Then I know he's been up and down this year. I'm going Evan Mobley for my last
legacy pick. Legacy pick.
I didn't even think about Mobley. Does he have the games? Does
I think he has the games. I think he does. I gotta check. Let me see.
I slept on Mobley because the Cavs defense is so bad this year.
Yeah, but I feel like it's one of those situations where like defense is horrible. Yeah, but yeah, he's played 64 games.
Yeah,
so
bro,
one more game. He's gonna
get it. So he'll get there
for sure.
Okay, so
my last shooting guy, he's gonna get it tonight, man. He's gonna. You know what? And he's gonna show why he's a defensive player. Well, not a defensive player. All defensive teams tonight.
I was gonna say Castle, but I switched him out for Bam. The advanced stats for Bam is unbelievable on defense.
Yeah, he's hooping.
I'm not dead set on Bam. You're gonna have to tell me some of those advanced stats because I'm not dead set on Bam. At least right now.
I wish I had the Twitter post, bro. Bro, he's so Bam is fire on defense this year.
No, like considering who we put on first, like Jay. I know you're saying Derek White's on your he was on your first team, but we didn't put him on first team, so I'm gonna nominate. I'll say like second team for Derek White in my mind. Dyson Daniels, OG Anunoby, Amen Thompson, and then that gives me one more spot. Okay, so make the case for Bam. Y'all make the case for Bam. I'll hear out a case because I kind of got that last spot.
So just off the metrics, Bam. 111.4 defensive rating. He's ranked 10th in the NBA in defensive win shares this season, which is that's all defensive team. 10 players, you rank number 10.
Okay.
Solid for my second team. What else can I give you?
Like, in years past, yes, I have seen Bam be an incredible one-on-one, like, post.
It's just the Heat's defense this year. I just feel like Bam. All right, so I still want to stick with Bam, but it's either Bam or Cason Wallace, in my opinion. Because Cason Wallace leads the league in steals.
How much is he leading in steals by?
I like Cason Wallace a lot. I think he's tied with Dyson Daniels, tied with Luka. Is Luka still 1.9?
Luka is not really a good thing.
Forgot about Luka being hurt, man.
Yeah, Luka was top 3 in steals this year.
Also, I think at one point he was number 1 in deflections too.
Yeah, bro.
That's advanced stats.
I'm gonna stick with Bam. Bam's defense. He's the anchor.
We always we love to bring up the stats until we don't like to bring up the stats.
Okay, Earl, give me the case for Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley, to me, I think he's the core of that defense, especially in those weeks where you lost Jared Allen. I think he held down the paint a lot. I don't have the advanced numbers here, so I'm just talking from me watching the games. He affects a lot of shots, even if it's not a block. I know rebounds aren't the greatest measure of defense as well, but he does affect shots, and he's able to crash the glass as well. I think his perimeter defense is not great. I'm being real, not all bigs are great at perimeter defense, but at times I think he can be able to switch. Oh, that's a good case too. Bam is. At times, I've seen him be able to switch and actually play on the perimeter. Not consistently, but he's not a liability out there. So, for me, I think in a team where the defense sucks, I think him and Keon Ellis are obviously tiers ahead on defense, and Jared Allen as well. So, that's kind of my case. I think when things went bad and that win streak was active, a big part of that was Evan Mobley holding it down. So, that's kind of my take for him. I know it's like a full season or whatever, and I know his metrics kind of dropped since last year as well. But I still think like this version of Evan Mobley is still an all defensive second team type player. Not first team like he was last year, obviously. But second team, I don't think he took so much of a drop where he's off the teams this year.
So are we cool with Castle?
I'm not putting Castle on there.
He is the best perimeter defender on the Spurs.
Derek White. I think I know you had him first. I'll put him second.
For sure.
So.
Castle.
I'm not going to lie.
I've seen Castle guard the best player in every single game they played this year. He guards the best player, and he locks up a lot of the time. He's the best player I've seen this year guard Shea. He guards Shea the best this year. Remember, 4-on-1 versus OKC. He's one of the big reasons.
Then I think for me,
4-on-1.
I'm not putting him over the four that I have in Derek White, OG, Dyson Daniels, Amon Thompson. I'm set on those four.
I'm out on Dyson, bro.
I think he is having a sneaky good defensive game. He's not like 3.5 steals or whatever he had last year, but like he is still a legit amazing defender. Like, and a one-on, like he's one of the few guys who legitimately like creates steals on his own consistently. Like I feel like a lot of times steals is like the.
But is he a better perimeter defender?
Like, he's one of the few guys who legitimately just takes the ball out of people's hands.
So you think he's a better perimeter defender than Stephon Castle? I'm not talking about steal. I'm talking about, hey, I gotta lock you up.
I think 1 and 1A. I'm taking
lock you up. I've seen Stephon Castle block Cade Cunningham back-to-back possessions in that Pistons game when they played them the first time on Peacock. Blocked them back-to-back plays. Cade's like, damn, I don't know what to do against this guy. Like,
Castle, you know, if we want, I would be okay with putting him over Bam. But then I have, because it's technically positionless, so. I think for me, I think I'm set on Dyson. I think just because I feel like not putting him on all defensive second team this year would be holding him to the standards he set last year, which is kind of unfair. Like last year, he was generationally great. I think he should have won Defensive Player of the Year last year, to be totally honest, for what he did. He hasn't repeated that, but I still think he didn't forget how to play defense last year. Just the numbers aren't necessarily there. So, like, understandably, shouldn't be first team. I think second team is still fair. So, but if you want to say Castle over Bam, I can go.
Can I throw in like a?
What'd you buy?
Can I throw in an honorable mention?
Talk to me.
Who's not gonna make this list, but I think is having a pretty great.
Is it to Amani Kamara?
Improved season. Well, actually, it's two people in Portland. I say him and Donovan Clingan.
Okay, all right.
I feel like for the last month and a half,
I think it's too early for Clingan,
both of those guys have been playing.
Soon.
No, for sure. I think that's why I said honorable mention. But him, I feel like his defense has definitely improved a lot, and he's playing a lot of games. I mean, obviously, he played 75 games this year.
Clingan top 3 in blocks. I wouldn't say too early.
It's a year.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's surface actually.
He's up there.
Yeah,
I feel like to me, Portland is a weird situation because I feel like not blaming it on coaching, but I feel like there's times where Clingan is just not involved at all in the game plan on offense. And sometimes I feel like, not saying it affects his defense, but I've seen plays where I literally seen him get thrown out because he got frustrated that he didn't get the ball when he was wide open, and then he just like pushed somebody on the other possession, and he literally got flagrant 2 kicked out the game. So I feel like some of it could be like coaching, like not being in the right places defensively, but when he is in those spots, he's really hard to score. Like I've seen him give like top players hard time in the paint. Not this year, but hot take, I think in the next 2 to 3 years he'll be on there.
I can agree with that. I don't think that's a hot take. I think when Gobert starts to tail off, he'll take his spot probably. Or Walker Kessler.
The Spurs might have 3 all defensive guys next year. Shout out Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant's on his way. That guy locked.
Yes. No,
all Carter Bryant next year.
Yes.
I'll say next 2 years then.
Okay.
Look, okay.
Right. It's a really easy 3 years.
Because he locks up. Carter Bryant, he's huge. Nobody can get past him.
He's got to get the minutes to get
and now he's got to be jump shot too. Like think about
he's getting minutes in the playoffs.
The thing about Carter Bryant is literally all. There could be a situation where it's like, oh dang, Harrison Barnes might be out, right? There could be a situation where maybe, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Maybe it's time to move on from Keldon Johnson, depending on the contract situation. And when you have a guy like Carter Bryant, who you're slowly introducing to lineups, it's not as scary as what it would have been doing at the beginning of the year.
I agree. Like,
you have this guy.
I'm sure he'll get more minutes, but
I'm just saying, if you give him a Keldon Johnson amount of minutes, he can probably be in that 6 man a year type of conversation.
Not all defense.
Now
you're not making all defense if you come off the bench most of your games. Like that's just, like let's just look at the guys we've all nominated. Like these are all starters or superstars.
Carson Wallace?
If Alex Caruso had the games played, he'd have a case. Alex Caruso lock up.
Casey Wallace?
He starts a lot.
There's cases. I think Casey starts this. Yeah, he starts.
Oh, he starts a lot.
Half the games at least.
Especially with Jada out, he started a lot this year.
What? But like, I mean, relatively, like, if they're all healthy.
But that's not what we're going on. We're going on what did
game.
happen this year, and like how many games did he start? How many minutes did he play?
True.
So okay, so to put a cap on this, dude, I'm gonna say because we didn't put Derek White on first. So let's say
Max?
Derek White's.
Hold on, start over, Max. All right, shit, he's gone.
You want to go over yours real quick?
So yeah, I'm a cap off, bro. Y'all got me thinking, bro. Y'all got me. I'm gonna stick with my team. I'm gonna stick with my team. I'm gonna stick with Amen Thompson, y'all. Stephon Castle, OG Anunoby, Bam Adebayo, Rudy. I'm sticking with my second team, even though you guys had some great arguments. I'm gonna stick with my 5 though.
Max, how about yours? Jay just gave his.
Derek White, OG, Amen, Dyson, yes, no?
Yeah.
Yes, Dyson? Okay. And then last spot is between Castle, Bam, and OG and Evan Mobley. My vote is for anyone but Mobley.
Yeah, I'm out on Mobley too. I want to say Bam. Even though, bro, Castle's so, bro. My vote is Castle, actually. The Spurs are second in the league in defense. It's because of him and Wemby. So, yeah. Okay. I'm going to go Castle.
You know that? Okay. I'm good with that. I can go Castle, even though I was kind of arguing against them. Like,
either the Spurs got to have 2 guys or OKC got to have 2 guys because their defense is far above.
Hey, that's why I put Wallace in there. Yeah, I agree. I'm cool with it. I think I like both lists. I think if we're choosing between like 2 Spurs players or 2 OKC players, I think I'm going to go with Stephon Castle. He's super athletic, and even if he gets beat, he's able to recover and get a block off the glass regardless. So like, it's not even a matter of, like Jay said, he plays the best player every single night, and it's not a question. It's not, are you gonna guard this guy? It's like, no, I got this guy. And I think when you see that type of aggressiveness on that side of the floor, plus his jump on offense as well, I mean, he's shaping up to be one of the better 2-way players in the league.
Facts, bro. He's on. Bro. Right. The Spurs, Dylan Harper next year. GG's, man.
Facts.
So to wrap it up, guys, all defensive teams were on first team. We had Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Asar Thompson, Scotty Barnes, and Rudy Gobert. And then our second team was Dyson Daniels, OG Anunoby, Amen Thompson, Stephon Castle, and Derek White. That's our 10 all defensive nominations for you. Let us know who your picks for the all defensive teams are. Also, let us know if you enjoyed this kind of longer format. I know it's been a little while since we've done this, so comment down below what you thought of that. It's the BTB Show. We're signing off. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Peace out.
Peace.